here with Liam Flynn from the firm Office Inspirations, who've got an incredible and a very busy stand here. I'm wondering if you could tell us, Liam, just an overview of some of the things you've brought to GESS 2016.
So we're glad to be back for the fourth year running at GESS. This year we've taken a slightly different approach with our stand. So we've still got the popular active learning products and different technology, the latest technology. But our main concept is to display and really show people the importance of the entire learning space. So as you can see behind us in particular, what we're doing is that we're gathering research, is that we're asking people and engaging people into what their feelings are for the future of learning spaces, because this could change depending on obviously technology and the way that technology is being used now and what people learn from that. We're trying to help people understand that it's not just about throwing technology into spaces to improve learning, but it's the entire environment. So whether it be the fresh air, the natural light, as well as the acoustics within the room. So what we do as a supplier is to help design spaces and provide all of the solutions inside to create the best environment. So whether that be a quiet space or an active learning space.
So you're really weaving together all these different elements that traditionally, actually, different people would go to different stands and try and bring up. Now, we've been asking a lot of people, what have you got, what kind of trends are you noticing, what questions are people asking? And you've actually got a physical manifestation of what those are. So what are the big trends in the Middle East that are coming through from the leaves that people have been leaving on your tomorrow learning spaces will be tree?
Yeah, so I think what we found over the years is that we're getting a lot of trends from the US and from Europe coming through that are being implemented. I think people are learning from that and kind of catering it to their own needs and obviously changing it to adapt to the culture and the different environments here. What we're finding is there's a lot of feedback about technology, obviously. It's hard to predict what's going to happen. But what we're finding, and what I personally and we can kind of encourage, is that we're kind of almost taking a step back as well and understanding that the more traditional methods are also still very effective. And the solution is not just buying the latest technology and throwing it into a space. And I think maybe that's happened in some situations the last 5 years. And educators and investors have realized that we need a mix of both. And I think that's the feedback we're getting. There's some great feedback here that people have given for natural spaces. So obviously in the Middle East during the summertime it is very hot, we can't use outdoor spaces as much. But I think teachers in particular want more natural spaces, whether it be inside, but natural light and environment that's better for helping students focus.
And you've provided an opportunity as well. I mean, you've been constantly busy with what I would call a really active learning space. The types of learning environment you're putting in, especially the outdoor learning side, are very active spaces. What is it that pedagogically, culturally in the Middle East is different maybe from the other places where you're lucky enough to operate?
So we work with global partners that work across different markets. So they're both, all of them are insight-led companies, so they conduct their own research as well as use third-party researchers to really gather high-value information. So we use that information, and actually now we're conducting research in the Middle East, which will be launched in a couple of months. The primary information that we're able to use and really understand as well. So we have to adapt situations from other markets to make it work better here. One thing we're finding, as you said, for primary level in particular, is that teachers and investors want a more active learning environment. We have products that are very traditional ergonomic products, but built-in technology, so it's embodied learning. So we're learning while we're doing, and we're finding that that's very popular.
And you've come here several years in a row. Why? What is it you get from GESS, and in particular from GESS 2016?
Yeah. One, the time of year for us is perfect. So in order to fulfill requirements for new schools that are opening in September, we've had a lot of meetings this week with new schools and also schools that are planning expansions and refurbishments. That the next couple of months is the time that we need to be placing orders and start to finalize designs. It's a great, obviously, globally the location is perfect for all markets. So we're really meeting experienced people from different markets. We can learn from them and also share ideas. And it's very accessible within Dubai as well to enter the location. The new hall is great, it's a fantastic location. We're expanding every year, we've got a bigger stand, we're involved in multiple things like the STEAM Challenge Room and also sponsoring some of the more informal lounges. So for us, we keep doing this, and it's a great market, and we love the fact that the teachers are coming, they're bringing the students, and that's why in particular we have kind of these active learning scenarios so the students can have fun, and we have a caricature artist here as well that's capturing everybody's cartoons, which is great.
Well, thank you for coming to GESS 2016 and giving us such a lovely space to play in. I think play is that recurring theme this year at GESS 2016. You can find the Office Inspiration stand over here on the right-hand side of the exhibition hall, and the STEAM space is further over to the left, and during the day some really fascinating activities taking place with students from all around the Middle East.